Yo guys, in this video I will show you how to actually get profitable with dropshipping. Everything I will talk about in this video I've implemented in this store that made already more than 1.5 million revenue in almost a year. So the first thing I want to talk about with you is split testing offers. So what I noticed, and when I talk with other entrepreneurs, people in the e-com space, many dropshippers run break even when testing products. Also, when they start a brand, many brands that you see right now weren't profitable from the beginning. But trust me, often they are just one split test offer away from running profitable. I've noticed the exact same thing happening with this store. So I will show you it on the dashboard of this brand. So as you can see guys, 22 June, I've launched my AC campaign with $100 spent. So as usual, I always do. And so as you can see, I run break even. Then I decided to split test the offer. I had two different offers. One that I run that had an average conversion rate of 2.5. And see this guys. I had the second offer that I tested that had a conversion rate of 8.8. It was just that huge of a difference for me that I could scale easily to 1K days. So as you can see in like 2 weeks, even here, I have added the profit sheet. I started tracking it when I became profitable, so 27 June, after I've launched this split test offer, and I went from a return on ad spend of 3 to a return on ad spend of 6, of ROAS of 6. That was just printing at the moment. I had $100 spent with $280 profits in a day. That was just insane at that moment for me. So now I will give you guys a quick breakdown of the offers you can split test. In every document I have used protein powder as an example so that you know for context. So the first offer guys is a quantity offer. It's a protein powder. The cost of goods are 10, selling price is 35, margins are 25, and you will just have a quantity offer. So if someone wants to buy 2 protein powders, he can, for example, buy it for 16 selling price and the margins will be higher. The second offer that's also possible is buy one get one free, the BOGO offer. Because of that, the cost of goods will be higher, but you can also decide to increase the selling price, and so the margins can stay healthy. That's a thing. Every of these offers has his positives and negatives, but the customer decides, and that is important why you have to split test them. And the third one, I think even the best one, the one I would test at first, is a free gift. It's just a very good complementary product to also sell a shaker to a protein powder. That way the perceived value will be much higher, because someone can just shake the shaker, and that way he can use it at school, use it at work, and just drink it everywhere. And you can of course increase the selling price because the perceived value will be higher, and that way you can test these 3 offers. You will notice yourself that one of these 3 will work much better than the other ones, and you can double down on that. So for example, if this free gift works the best, you can for example increase the selling price of this product. You can just do much different things. Also maybe add a different gift. For example, you can make a free ebook. If someone buys the protein powder, an ebook of the important things that you have to know when you start in the gym. But that way, these are just 3 very important offers, the most common ones that you can test. And trust me, if this doesn't work, this can do miracles. 2.5 to 8.8 conversion rate. One offer just made me 1.6 million revenue. Second thing guys I want to talk about with you is AOV maxing. So remember guys, the easiest way to get money without spending as much is to get an existing customer or a customer that is prepared to buy, to spend as much as possible on your store. And so as a wise friend of mine said, AOV maxing is much more important than looks maxing. So with that in mind guys, let's go further. One more time, everything I will talk about in this video I have implemented on the store. So as you can see, an order of $180, and also a screenshot before implementing these things and after implementing these things. 1 month after starting, so in July 2025, my AOV was around $33, and after implementing the things I will talk about, it went from 33 to 63 on a random day in April. So that's nice. Again, I will talk about the protein powder. So with that in mind, I have also prepared my protein, one of the most important but also one of the biggest brands in the supplement niche. That's why I will talk about some things and also show you how big brands implement these things I talk about themselves. So a very important thing, the first one, is pushing to more expensive choice, and MyProtein does it on very different occasions. So the first thing you can do to push to more expensive choice is the quantity discount. MyProtein does it themselves. So as you can see, if you buy 15 servings, it's around 1.1 pound per serving. And if you buy 150, for example, you can see that it decreases to even 80 pennies. So it decreases significantly. The second thing they also use is free shipping. So as you can see right here, free standard delivery on 50 pounds spent. That way, if a customer sees it, if he tries to buy 30 servings, for example, and he sees 27 pounds and the shipping is, for example, 5 pounds, he thinks in himself, why would I pay the 5 pounds? I will stay consistent in the gym, so I can buy the 90 servings, why not? And the third thing that MyProtein doesn't really do, that you could do, for example, with the shaker I talked about, is a free gift. What they do very well to also boost the AOV is having bundles on their site. They have some complementary supplements on their store. You at the beginning won't have that, but if you will add some, maybe if you have a fashion store or something, you can sell bundles. So for example, very smart, but they sell protein powder in a bundle with creatine and the shaker that I talked about earlier, and that is just a very good standard package that every gym bro has to have. So that's smart from them. Yeah, and you can see right here that I have talked about it. And the thing that they also do very well, if you buy the MyProtein, you can see the first thing you get is cart upsells. So they show you how much it would cost if you would buy it separately. So for example, right here it's 30 pounds, but you of course get a discount because you buy another product. So the customer is more prepared to buy the creatine as well because you will get one more discount. And so a customer that just came to buy protein powder for just like a month, so 15 servings, goes to 90 servings, 50 pounds more because you used the first two things. And after he's in the add to cart, he also thinks, okay, I'm looking into the gym, so why wouldn't I also buy creatine because it's in the add to cart, and that way you will get a very high AOV. And that's just very smart from MyProtein, and you can use it yourself on every store, in every niche you can use it. You can have complementary products, you can search for them, and you will find something always. After the AOV and the front end, you have the back end and the LTV maxing. LTV stands for long time value, so that is the first of the sentence when I talk about without spending as much, is to get an existing customer that is prepared to spend as much as possible. So I will go more in depth in a second, but so as you can see, I also use this myself. But okay, the things that you can do in your back end to better your LTV so that the existing customers will come back to your store. The first thing are thank you cards. Yeah, thank you cards are just very, very cheap. I think it's like a dime or something per order, but it's worth it. A thank you card is just a card. You can add it if you talk to your supplier, but it's a card saying thank you for choosing our brand. Because you choose our brand and we are very happy and want to thank you for it, you will get a discount of 10% for your next order. That way your customer comes back using the discount, and it's just much better for you because it's just free money for you. So you can miss the 10%, of course, because the customer doesn't come from the ads but comes from the thank you card, so free revenue. The second thing is focusing on quality of the product. I understand, guys, we are dropshipping, so at the beginning your product won't be the best. Everyone understands it, and it's just part of the game. But after a while, please focus on your quality. You will differentiate yourself from other brands. Most brands just don't give a shit, have very bad reviews, nobody wants to buy. You will get holds, your Facebook account will be banned, and nobody will come back. So focus on that. Just order some samples, try to better it, and trust me, if you try to improve it, you will get a much better product and maybe create something big out of it. Gymshark also began as a dropshipping store, so sky is the limit, as they say. And the third thing is good customer service. The thing I did with this store after getting 2k revenue, just stagnating at 2k and thinking, okay, I get many emails right now. What should I do? I talked with a friend and we tried to get the best funnel for the customer service. So if someone wants a refund, what do we do? What do we ask them? What do we say? And after a while, we have created a very big document, I think around 10 pages, and searched for a customer service rep. It's very cheap, like $4 an hour. You pay someone from Asia on Fiverr, and that way, because they had the document, we had a very good customer service. People were happy about it. And also we heard sometimes that someone came back because the customer service was just so good, professional. And really, if you stay human with dropshipping, people appreciate that. So really focus on the customer service, and your LTV will be better because of that. So at the end of the day, make a better product. And that was it for LTV maxing. Maybe it's fun for you to check this stat out. But last month, I have a brand already running 10 months. The last month, of my $86K revenue, 30% came from existing customers, returning customer rates. So as you can see, that's just insane how much of a difference a good product can make. Really important to focus on that. If I were you, that's the biggest tip I can give you, because it was just pure profit. I myself still send emails because I can't really find a good agency. So if you have an agency, hit me up. But yeah, if you also want a good supplier, because that's important, you can check the Discord down below. We have a good supplier right there that can maybe help you. You can DM him, I think, with an MOQ of 10. But Daily Fulfill, a very good supplier that also helps us very much improving the product, and that way we have a returning customer rate of 30%. Okay guys, so now the third thing, the ads. I had to mention ads, of course, if I talk about becoming profitable. It's one of the most essential things in e-com, so as you guys know probably. I will show you guys the ad structure that I used. But before that, I want to mention one thing that's very important. Before you test anything, before you make your ads, don't just copy one by one. Don't rip from Kalo data without understanding your customer and without diving into his head. Understand what does the customer want. So for example, look into his pain points, look into his core desires. Why would a customer buy from my brand instead of another one? What are the emotional triggers? Why is it so important for him to buy this product? We have a very good video about this in our Discord down below. You can join it, it's like the second link, and you can do everything with AI, so you don't have to go through Reddit yourself and look into every comment. You can just copy and paste some details about your product, and that way you will just paste it into ChatGPT and he will make something great out of it and give you some very good insights about your customer, about your product, about your niche. After gathering the data and insights from the document and from the deep research about your product, niche, etc., it's time to make the ads. I would always advise guys to don't make it too complicated for yourself. Just make one ASC with 10 ads based on the data and insights you gathered from the document and from the deep research. And every ad should focus on another pain point and also targeting other avatar. I will show you guys first how an ASC looks that I launch. So for the sake of this video, I have made this ASC protein powder YouTube. $100 spent, so as usual. So every ad has enough budget to test. And so as you can see, 3 different avatars. Sometimes I even make 4 ads. So as you can see on avatar 2, if I see more potential in the avatar. But it looks something like this. It's not that complicated, very easy. Just an ASC, auction, sales, $100 budget. And that way you can just test. It's important to remember that the ads should do the targeting. And that's where I want to talk about. This should just be an easy thing to do. So one more time, for the sake of this video, I will use the protein powder as an example. I did the same thing, guys, that I would advise you, so the deep research. And this was the first avatar that I would test. A skinny guy trying to build muscle. It's just a person, a young male, that struggles to gain size. His core desires are looking bigger, stronger, more masculine. And there's a hook that you can use, but there are many hooks. So as you probably have noticed, the CPC and the stats don't look that good, so this didn't work out. Then you have the second avatar for this product, for the protein powder, is a weight loss woman. So this time you are targeting a woman with your ads that tries to lose weight. It's a person around 25 to 55 that wants to lose weight but hates feeling hungry. So her core desires are to control cravings, stay full, and slim down. So as you can notice, the two avatars didn't work out, unfortunately, but they are also the most targeted by the big supplement brands. And now we have the third avatar that did work out for us in this hypothetical situation, and it's an avatar of a sweet craving replacer. It's a person that struggles with chocolate late night craving, and the core desires are enjoy something sweet without ruining diet, so without eating the chocolate and things like that. So as you can see, the stats right here are very good. The CPC is around 0.6, the CTR is higher than 3, so that's a very good indicator, and the cost per purchase, the most important, is very low. If you guys will also use the same ad strategy as me and try to target 3 different avatars, you will notice that one of the avatars works way better than the other ones. And also, if you target similar pain points on every avatar, you will also notice that one of the pain points works better. And if you notice that, it's time to double down on the best working pain points and also listen to your customers. On this brand, there was a comment from a customer that said something about the product, and I could instantly implement it on my site, because it was just a very big pain point that I overlooked at that moment. And because of that, the conversion rate went also even higher, and I could also make ads on that, and I also found a winner because of listening to my customer. You have also to remember, guys, when you test a product, the most important thing for you is not to become profitable from day one, but to acquire as much data as possible. And this is the best test ad strategy that works for me. Maybe someone has something else that works for him better, but this way I can acquire as much data as I want. After testing different products, you will also notice some similarities. You will notice some things, so you will see if an ad has potential, if a avatar has potential, if a pain point has potential. So that way you acquire your data for this product, but also for the future ones, and you don't just rip from Kalo data and just expect to becoming profitable and money falling off the sky. You really learn, you'll become a real entrepreneur, and that is why we are here for the long term. So yeah, guys, this was it for the video. I talked about the 3 most important things that I try to keep in mind when trying to make a product profitable. So guys, if you have any questions, you can join the Discord. Every link is down below. You can join the Discord, you can ask me any questions. There are some big fishes in the Discord, so I would join to just talk to them. There's also a free course for the essential things, so making the ads, diving more into making the product page. You can also DM me and follow me on IG. I try to grow it. I don't post anything, but I will maybe in the future. Also, if I make a video like this, I have to shout out Daily Fulfill. I have very good contact with them, so I also have an affiliate link in the Discord. You can talk with Julia. She's also in the Discord. I've linked her, tagged her as supplier, so you can look into that, talk with her. You can always just compare your cost of goods, and that way you know what supplier works better for you. In a video like this, I also have to shout out Tool Suite. It has everything in it, so when I do product research, I use some tools of that, and it just costs $30 a month, even not $29 in a month, and it's $3,750 worth of tools. That's it, guys, for the video. If you have any ideas, guys, you can drop in the comments if you want a video from me about a certain topic. And for now, guys, I'm going further, scaling my brands, and I will make you profitable, guys.